Hi everyone. Today I'd like to make a video presentation with regards to some insights to my business organization. First of all, I'll introduce myself to you. My name is Siworosi Tora Batibo, and I'm 50 years old. Before I established my business late last year, I was with the public sector for about 27 years before I resigned it at the beginning of 2018. And from the public sector, I joined the corporate sector for about 2 years, and I resigned late last year because of I opted in establishing my own business, and private sector was quite overwhelming to see the great potential we have in the private sector. I'll explain briefly on how I came about in just establishing my business as we speak. Establishing a business is, or a business organization rather, is quite an intensive exercise. And late last year, as I was with the public sector, I was trying to tap the opportunities that is available out there in the market, in the industry, with regards to doing my business and just looking after my business of my own. Today, we've experienced the dramatic implications of the current pandemic caused by coronavirus. And we've been experiencing that close to 2 years now. So I established my vanilla farming business. The business itself was already established way back in 2016, looking to tap into the agriculture sector. However, I established my company this year. So why I created this business was because Madagascar, who is the main supplier of vanilla, cured vanilla, was dramatically affected by the effects of the pandemic. So it affected the production level of the demand that is needed in the vanilla industry. So I've read reports, global economic reports from last year and also this year, and noticed that the gap that was relatively affecting the production level, and notice that the increasing demand keeps on growing, and the constant supply is the same from the farmers, and we've noticed a gap of the margin gap of about 70%. So I established my business in trying to address the margin gap of 70% of the total demand, the total global demand that is needed out there in the market of the vanilla products. Now we understand that the vanilla industry, in the vanilla market, the products that are currently growing at an annual, exponentially on an annual rate is the areas of pharmaceuticals, the food and beverage, and also the pharmaceuticals products. And the market keeps on growing, and out there in the European market, and also in the US, and now China, in the Asian countries, they are beginning to experience the increase in demand of vanilla products. So as we speak, the vanilla market is growing, but the vanilla farmers, in providing to meet the growing demand, is not meeting the right demand. So the farmers are just producing at a very constant rate. That's where I've established my business. My business focus predominantly on meeting this 70% of vanilla demand, or the margin gap. Yes, I've established my business today the company, and I have a parent company, which is known as the Matibo Group of Business Private Limited. I have separate businesses that operate under that parent company. I have the farming operation, which is just the cornerstone of my business operation, farming operation, and I have the logistics security business, also a construction business, and also a shipping services business. All this business already been established, already the policies have already been developed, have been provided with the license and the registration, all the resources, all the relevant resources are already in place. We set objectives and we set department functions and department policies, and also the KPIs, and also a team to look after the daily operation of the business organization. My vision statement is to control the vanilla market in the world. Why I say this? Because I have the land, and I have the capacity, and I also have the market already established. I'll repeat myself again. My vision statement is to control the vanilla market in the world. Why I say this? Because I have the capacity of the land. I have a total of 588 acres of agricultural land. I have the expertise, the vanilla farmers' expertise. We have possess enormous knowledge in vanilla cultivation, and I also have the market, which is already been established. That is my vision statement, is to control the vanilla market in the world, and I have set objectives and missions and targets for my respective departments to achieve on a regular basis in order to be aligned to the main vision statement of the business organization, is to control the vanilla market in the world. I have a very capable team and a reliable team, very experienced. They've been in the industry for quite some time, and they've agreed to come and manage with the leadership and leadership roles of the different various departments of the business organization. Now, currently we are developing a website, and it'll be up and running and operating in a few weeks time. And now I'll explain briefly on the two major components of the business operation. One is the vanilla business, and secondly is the organic liquid fertilizer business. These two businesses will run parallelly in order to impact the targets and the functions, and also the mission to hit the main vision statement. Now, with the land that is already available, the 588 acres, we are planning to establish the organic fertilizer plant first. And on the top of that, then we've developed a 12 component of liquid fertilizer, organic liquid fertilizer, from about 3 components of soil and compost on plant foods, 4 components of animal materials, 2 components of fish and seaweed, and 3 components of organic herbs. We've blended it together and tested, and the results were so very overwhelming. And currently it is being tested by our local agriculture research station at Coronavia. And we've developed that, and what we are planning to do is that vanilla obviously will be harvested in between year 2 and year 3, and we are projecting to get about 3,500 tons of vanilla to be harvested on an annual basis. 3,500 tons of cured vanilla on an annual basis. And for the organic liquid fertilizer, from day one, we are the capacity of the fertilizer plant will be able to blend about from the raw material to the liquid form about 3,000 kiloliters a week, and 2,000 liters of vanilla will be predominantly utilized for the 2 farm sites, and the 1,000 kiloliters will be bottled into 1 liter bottle and exported, and also be marketed on the local and local markets and the overseas markets as well. Now, I'll explain briefly on the very important part of my presentation today, and that is the financials part. With the production level at 3,000, minimum of 3,500 tons of cured vanilla a year, we are projecting an annual revenue of $500 million a year. And with a 1,000 kiloliters of liquid fertilizer a week, we are projecting about $2 billion a year. That is our annual revenue projection, based on the established market that we've confirmed that we'll be in consultation with. With that, the annual revenue, we are offering about, as our return on investment, our ROI is 20% a year with a term of 5 years. And after the term of 5 years, we are offering a 200% of return on investment. With that, you can get a 74% profit, and in totality, you can gain about 280% of profit, just based on that 20% annual ROI and 200% after the investment term of 5 years. You can get around about 280% of profit, total profit for an investor. With the investment provision that we provide full crop insurance for all our agriculture products, and also our farms are all fully organic. And also for our investors, we provide shareholders protection insurance to all our investors and shareholders. That is the provision that we provide for investors, so that your money is safe and secure, and we anticipate growth in this business in years to come. That is roughly the financial benefits of investing in this business organization. And for the social benefits, this is a very paramount objective and one of the very significant fundamentals of the business. For the last 2 years, or close to 2 years, we've been affected with this pandemic, and the results are so dramatic, and the effects of the pandemic has enormously affected the general public and the community and the people in the society. And we've set in place a number of benefits to impact the livelihood of the people. One is the education. We are supporting education at all levels, from the grassroots levels right up to the tertiary level. Whether it's here in Fiji or abroad, we are supporting them fully for their education, regardless of the program they wish to pursue. And secondly, the housing scheme. We are setting up a housing scheme, and my construction company will look after the housing scheme for the land owning unit, and also the people in the society that are close to the project sites. We are offering to provide them with housing construction. And what we are trying to do here is for my project team to sit with the landowners, the chiefs, and the head of the society, sit with them, see the needs, see the gaps of the construction, and be able to set a plan in constructing perhaps 3 houses a year or 3 houses every 6 months, and we can grow from there. Yes, we are providing housing scheme in order to support the community or the society that we are utilizing their land in that area. And next is our also providing investment opportunities, investment projects to the landowners. And what we do here is we establish investment projects, and we after establishing the business or establishing the investment properties, investment projects, we bring the landowners and let them manage, run those investment projects by themselves, and because from there it belongs to them. One of the other is establishing major business projects for them. Same as the application, the concept that we use in the investment projects. We establish the business projects and we bring the landowners, bring the community, train them, groom them, and just set objectives for them and place them to manage their own business projects from there on. And also financially the traditional obligations that we are part of as a Fijian, as a Itauki. We have certain obligations to, as a member of the family, as a member of the community, as a member of a clan, as a member of the village, as a member of the wanoa. We all have different levels and different obligations of tradition that we need to support, and we provide that. What we carry out here is establish a trust account with a clan, with a village, or with a family. Establish a trust account, and we pump in money just to support them financially in meeting those traditional obligations. Another area that we also support the social, providing social benefits for the people, and that is the medical treatment. In Fiji, our medical facility have limited resources, and we need to send patients overseas for treatment. We also support that, fully support in providing treatment for local patients and sending them across to overseas to be treated overseas. We support that fully financially. And obviously providing employment. In the business organizations, we provide equal opportunities, equal employment opportunities, regardless of race, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of gender. We provide employment to all those categories. And another area that we also support the women's group. In those areas of our sites, our project sites, we support different women's group in those areas. What we plan to do is that when we establish our project site, we place a cafeteria facility, and we bring along a women's group to run and operate those cafeteria facility. We provide them with the necessary support, with the necessary resources, with the necessary finance. They'll be able to run by themselves, and all the benefit will go to them. And also the janitor works and tasks on all the sites, and also our main office here in Suva will provide that to the women's group, to any women groups that come forth who wish to, that we can provide those support to them. And in support of the climate change, since Fiji is a Oceania country, we also support the initiative of the government, the efforts of the government in climate change. With that, with the 3 project sites, we have 3 project sites, 4 acres in the Weni, that is on the second largest island of Fiji, in Honolulu, and one is in Ngau Island on the eastern side of the country. One of the islands in the Lomawiti province at Ngau Island. We've secured 50 acres of land there, and also in Rakiraki about 538 acres there. So with that 538 acres, I've set aside a total of 17 acres of virgin forest just to support the efforts of the government in terms of the climate change efforts. And I've been working along with the Red Plus, which is the NGO part of Ministry of Forest and also Agroforest Department in supporting this initiative of climate change. I've already established the strategic development plan for 5 years for the business. What we intend to do is we'll complete once the investment fund comes in, we'll commence with the implementation, the project implementation work progressively, and after the implementation phase, will commence straight away with the strategic development plan that's already been set, that's already been developed. Along those lines, we've already developed policies, we've already developed procedures, and also the KPIs. very important, project performance management policies for the different departments so that they are set to achieve on a regular basis. One of the very key components of that strategic development plan is I'm intending to establish a NGO just to support the unfortunates in the society, and that is, I've named it as Fiji Humanitarian Services. These humanitarian services will function in providing necessary support to providing food and rations, and also financial support, and also training for the unfortunate in the society. The poor. We have the poor, we have the homeless, we have the elderly people, we have the disabilities, we have the underprivileged and the needy people in the informal societies in all around the centers of the country. How I do this? I've already discussed it with our District Council of Social Services that are already established in the different districts of the country. I've already invested in them in providing. I'll establish this one of the very unique part of the NGO, which is Fiji Humanitarian Services, and provide and invest in providing necessary support of these poor people in the society. We have the growing of these underprivileged people, and we have set in place in trying to invest in the Fiji Humanitarian Services just to support these people on those various different varieties of support. That is basically the some of the insights of the business. We have the financial, as I've explained, and also the social benefits that I have also provided insight briefly this morning. I hope you like it, and this business has great potential. The business itself has already been established. We have all the statutory obligations already in place. We have all the resources already in place. The remaining component that will enable this business to start and operate effectively and efficiently is the investment funding. We need those interested investors out there, prospective investors out there, to come on board and invest in this business. Why I say this? Because your money in this business will be safe and grow and see a lucrative return in years to come. I'll reiterate again. Based on the 20% annual ROI, we are also providing 200% after a term of 5 years. Now, I can increase the ROI. I can also extend the term. We can come and sit together and discuss how to benefit in both parties. I am a simple man. I'm also an open-minded individual. Call me with my mobile number provided and also my email address provided. That is all. Briefly, the insights of my business organization, and I'm waiting your call. Please do call, drop me an email in order to invest in my business. Thank you so much.